Welcome into the Sports Zone. I am your host, Jake Durant. It feels so good to be back, and I hope everyone has been enjoying their summer. Now, I'm not necessarily ready to see summer go and fall to arrive, but I am excited for the high school football season, which officially kicks off tonight. For the next hour, we're going to catch you up with a variety of football teams from across the UP to discuss their expectations for the 2023 season. But before we do that, it is a new year, and that means we got to welcome in a new co-host.
Tor Thorne. I'm from Norway, Michigan, right here in the UP, and I'm super excited to be joining High School Sports Zone this fall. Growing up, sports is always a huge part of my life. Played for the football team and for the tennis team, and I'm really excited to get back out there, meet everybody, and feel the energy of these UP rivalries again. The Sports Zone goes beyond just the big plays and the final score. You get a really good idea of how much work goes on behind the scenes involving the athletes, the coaches, the teams, and the communities. The show acts as a platform to shine the light on these athletes' accomplishments, and I'm just super excited to be a part of it.
I am very excited to welcome in Norway legend Tor Thorne to the show. Tor, it's great to have you join the team.
Good to be here, Jake. Can't wait to get the season started.
Well, let's get right into it because we do have a lot to cover. We had one team from the UP win a state championship last year, and that, of course, was the North Central Jets in the 8-man league. They won their third straight title in 5th in the last 5 seasons. Tor, that's pretty impressive.
Extremely impressive. The Jets have been not only one of the most dominant teams in the UP the last decade, but statewide, this team has been one of the best programs for quite some time. I caught up with the Jets during their training camp, and while they'll be leaning on some new names this season, the standard remains the same. They want to raise another trophy by season's end. The North Central Jets enter the 2023 high school football season coming off of plenty of recent success with 3 consecutive state championships under head coach Leo Gorzinski. Despite the departure of multiple key seniors from the 2022 squad, Gorzinski says the coaching staff's expectations remain the same.
Well, it's the same mentality we go in with every year. You know, you're never going to replace those 13 seniors that left. You know, we have some great ones in that group. But this group right here, they also have been in the program. They've been here since they're freshmen, all the way through. They've got minutes during the season, so they know what the expectations are. So it's the same. We're going to carry on. That's the motto. We're just going to keep going, one day at a time, keep grinding.
For players like Max Nason, who's entering his 4th season as part of the varsity squad, that experience is a major asset to help impart knowledge on some of the younger players coming up through the program as they adjust to an overhauled roster.
I was moved up to varsity as a freshman coming out of 8th grade, and then, going to my freshman year of varsity. So playing since then to now, kind of realize, hey, there's all these obstacles in your way as a team, but also as a player, and I really want some of these young guys to figure it out too, so when they get to my age, they're doing this all over again, hopefully more state championships and everything, that they realize, you got to push through some major stuff, playing against grown men. You could be a freshman who's 14, 15, playing against an 18-year-old. It's difficult.
Even after winning 5 titles within a decade, continuing to find success doesn't come without a drive to continue to improve every day. That mentality of the program's culture is something the coaches work to drive home in the players each time they step on the field.
They're always telling us to push ourselves and stuff, like when we're doing our beginning stuff, our beginning drills, you might see them later on, but they always push us and stuff. So I want to win again. I'm hungry. I want to battle.
Our expectations here aren't going to change. You want to cross that gate and come up onto this grass, you're expected to win football games. And they work hard all summer. They put in the time. They've got to watch other kids doing it. Now it's their time to step up, and it's up to them to get it done.
While a championship is always the ultimate goal for the Jets, they're taking it one day at a time as they prepare for their first game against Ironwood on August 25th.
They love it. They're having fun. They're fresh. They're not wearing the target like you'd think they would be. They're just coming out here and they're having a good time. The ultimate goal is always the same. You start this time of the year. If you're not expecting a state championship, don't bother coming out here. You're gonna come and play. Whether you reach that goal or not, it's not the end all be all, but it's that's what you're striving for, especially when the season starts. I want you working out for that goal. From there, just get better at your spot. Learn everything as best you can. Put in the time. You'll get better.
Tor, the Munising Mustangs enjoyed an undefeated regular season before falling just short of a state title appearance back in 2022.
Yeah, that's right. The Mustangs found success behind a very talented senior class who they're going to have to replace this upcoming season. But while I talked with head coach Matt Matson, he feels like this year's team has what it takes to reach those heights again. The Munising Mustangs enter the 2023 football season coming off of one of the most successful in recent memory in 2022, going undefeated in the regular season and playing well into the postseason before coming up just short in the state semifinals. Despite the departures of some key pieces from last season, the team will bring back players who filled big roles in 2022. Having first-hand experience reaching the heights they'll look to reach again this season will help, as new players step up into the holes left behind, something the team has done well since making the transition to 8-man football.
With all those starters gone, like I said, we do have some talent coming back. They just haven't played a ton. So, offensive line, we'll have to figure that out. Running backs, quarterback was a 3-year starter also. So, yeah, just more than anything, getting them on the field and getting some varsity experience. Like I said, we made a change to 8-man. I think we've been fairly successful in the 8-man game. This year will be a challenge for us just because we have to replace those 8 seniors that left. The cupboard's not bare by any means right now. We just don't have a ton of experience on the varsity playing field.
One thing that won't change, though, is the team's style of play, focusing on fundamentals and playing with a gritty smash-mouth mindset.
I think Mustang football, and I grew up here, so it's kind of decades long. I think we're always pretty hard-nosed defensively. We normally get after it. We like to run the football, so it's kind of power, smash mouth football, those types of things, and that hasn't changed in the last 40 years. So we're not going to change a great deal this year either. I think we still have pretty good team defense, and again, just that chemistry and different kids playing. We haven't, like I said, we need to get kids on the field and figure out who exactly goes where, but it's just going to be a little bit of a work in progress for us.
While last season was a fun ride, Matson says that won't let he or the team stop from focusing on the task ahead, something he's making sure the seniors won't forget as they set out to make their final season with the team as memorable as possible.
Just work hard. Right now we're not in great shape in my opinion, so we've had to really push them a little bit to get ourselves in shape. We have probably the toughest schedule in the state. We have, Rudyard, Newberry, Crystal Falls the first 3 weeks, St. Ignace, Inland Lakes, Pickford, just fantastic teams on our schedule. So we're not ready week to week. We could be 2-7 just as easy as 7-2. I take every year a little differently. It's fresh. It doesn't really matter what happened last year for this year's team. And I always talk to our seniors and just let them know that this is their season. I'm probably going to be coaching next year, probably a couple years down the road from there. So I always kind of put a little pressure on the seniors, let them know that this is their season, and it's for them to decide what happens with it.
Don't go away. We're just getting warmed up here in the Sports Zone. When we return, we're going to chat with several more 8-man teams looking for big years in 2023. That includes the Mid-Peninsula Wolverines, who revived their program last season and are looking to take the next step in year 2.
Welcome back into the Sports Zone. We continue our 8-man football coverage, stopping in for a quick chat with the Forest Park Trojans.
Now, Tor, I love making the trip to Dick Metlock Field down there in Crystal Falls. They do love their Trojan football there, and every time I talk with head coach Brian Fabry, he says the same thing. If Forest Park is going to find success, they're going to do it their way.
The Forest Park Trojans ended last season with a respectable 7-3 record, but had their playoff run cut short with an opening round loss to Lake Linden-Hubbell. Far from satisfied with last year's results, the team is back to work looking to live up to the Trojan standard we've come to expect.
We're not flashy. We didn't go to 8-man and spread out. We didn't do anything special. We kept to our roots, power running, play action. We just stick to what we know what's right, what's worked in the past.
That past is filled with rich tradition and history.
Since I remember from the 70s, even before that, 50s, 60s, I think Forest Park football is just known around the state, and we want to keep that tradition alive. We want to compete this year and do it the Trojan way.
Helping lead that charge will be a handful of new faces.
We lost most of our offensive line. Starting offensive line is gone, so we have to replace them. Our under center quarterback's gone. Our starting fullback's gone. So there's a lot of holes we got to replace.
The Trojans will have to replace 8 seniors from last year's class, the biggest departure being all-purpose running back and defensive back Sam McKissick.
He was our workhorse running back, relied on him a lot offensively, just his leadership, his toughness, we relied heavily on him.
Despite the large turnover, Coach Fabry is confident with the group he returns this season.
But we have an awesome junior class. We have 3 seniors that want to be here, so that helps. So a lot of holes to fill, but we have the guys that we think can fill those holes.
The Trojan backfield will be shared by a pair of brothers who are eager to step into bigger roles in 2023.
Felix Cudevo is one of our running backs, one of our main ball handlers. He had some opportunities last year where he impressed us. He looked really good. He's going into his senior season, looking for him to be a leader. Gabe Cudevo's brother, he was a very good punter for us last year, but looking for him to step into that fullback role for us.
Helping lead the way up front is junior Kevin Giuliani.
My goal is just to make sure everybody succeeds and everybody gets better as the season goes on. Hopefully they're better from where they started at the end of the season. Hopefully go undefeated and beat North Central. That's my goal.
This will be his 3rd year starting on the offensive line for us. Been working his tail off all summer, pretty much since his freshman year. He started for us as well. So looking to Kevin to anchor the offensive line, take on one of those leadership roles.
With the returning leadership and young talent in the wing, the Trojans are poised for another strong year. But in order to reach their goals,
in order for Forest Park to reach their goal this year, they must stay healthy. They must come together, be a team, and just have fun.
Forest Park will open their season on the road against Stevenson on August 25th.
It's going to feel really good to get back at it, because last year we ended our year with a pretty rough loss, so I'm ready to get back at it.
Always a team, no matter what it looks like on paper, it's going to be a hard-hitting game. Stevenson always gives us fits. Last year they took us to the brink. We scored, I think, with 4 minutes left. We beat them 8-6. So looking for the same thing going to their field. They're going to remember last year. They're going to hit us hard. They're going to spread us out a little bit. It's going to be a good opening week for us, see what we have, but I expect a good hard-hitting 8-man football game.
Coming up after the break, we're going to wrap up our 8-man football coverage with stops in Norway and Rock for an update with the Knights and Wolverines. All right, Tor, let's head to your hometown to check in with the Norway Knights. They enter 2023 with confidence.
That's right. The Knights return an experienced roster headlined by seniors Ian Popp, Wyatt Spade, and junior Cole Beige.
Norway had a solid season in 2022, making it into playoffs, but were knocked out in the opening round by Munising. With the talent returning, head coach Scott Popp says he's optimistic this team can get back to the postseason and make a run.
We're excited. We're really excited to hit the field this year. It's been a long year, coming off of last year. Make it to the playoffs, the kids have a little bit more edge. They want to get deep into the playoffs, and they put the time in for it. Yeah, we got a lot of our specials are back. I mean, our line is young, but we got some talent with our receivers. Our quarterback made all conference last year. We're sitting pretty good with our specials. It's going to be an exciting year, a really exciting year.
The Knights open up their season tonight against Lake Linden-Hubbell.
Last season, Mid-Peninsula High School welcomed back their football program, which sat dormant for years after being shut down. This season, Mid-Penn is in its second year of the rebuild. They won 2 games last year in the first season. Sam Eggleston is in his 16th total year of coaching, having coached at Superior Central before going over to Mid-Penn. The Wolverines will look to replace big-time playmaker Michael Englund, but they do have Bradley Van Dam returning under center to lead the offense. They do return experience on both the defensive and offensive lines, which should help as they look to build off last season.
Well, we're going to be looking to improve on last year's record. We took those 2 wins last year, which was a pretty big win. That was big for us. But we think we can build on that this year and pick up a few more, and hopefully that's the case.
I'm ready to go this year. It's my second year playing football, so I'm a lot more experienced, and so are the rest of the guys, so we're ready to get after it.
I think we're making a lot more progress compared to last year. First year, it was really difficult for us to get going at first. This year, I feel like we're learning a lot faster, especially with more guys with experience. I feel like we're helping the younger guys get along and pick up the pace a little bit. And I feel like we'll be a lot more ready this season than last season.
Mid-Penn opens up their season on a Saturday when they host South Shore, Wisconsin.
When we return, we're going to switch things up. We're going to talk some 11-man football, and what better way to start than with a stop in Irontown to talk with the Division 6 runner-up, Negaunee Miners. That's coming up next.
Hey, can you check the estimated times of the packages in the rundown, if that's lining up to how long the packages are, video-wise, to make sure that everything that I cut down is actually sent in, because that Forest Park package wasn't cut down like I had it. So if everything's the original package, we're going to be 11 minutes over by the end of the show. And that's not good.
The Negaunee one sounds like it's about 6 seconds longer, 3:51 versus 3:57.
So it's close.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it says the actual is 2:33.
The actual doesn't. Yeah. The actual it's the estimated time is the exact time. I typed that in when I sent in the videos.
Okay, we're skipping all the bumps. Under a minute.
Welcome back into the Sports Zone. We're going to shift gears here and move from 8-man to 11-man football.
In Tor, it's only right that we start with the Division 6 runner-up, Negaunee Miners.
59-14 is your final, as a wonderful ride here in 2022 will not soon be forgotten by the folks in the Irontown.
Well, we got some fresh blood coming up, though,
the future is bright.
Oh, yeah.
The future is very, very bright for Paul Jacobson's club.
Man, it's tough. I suppose once we get out a little bit, 10, 15, 20 years down the road and start having some reunions with these guys, you'll be able to look back and remember plays, remember games more so. But just the guys right now, I think the biggest thing is the individuals that we were involved with last year on the team. The commitment they had to each other and the goal that they wanted to win it all and the work they put into it. That's the biggest thing, I think, is just the commitment they had to each other. That's probably what the biggest takeaway from last season. What we'll miss from that group. It's a different team this year, different chemistry between the junior and senior classes, and you're only as good as your next game.
The 2023-24 Negaunee Minor football team is back to work following a season for the history books.
We hit the ground running, as always. The biggest thing is chemistry between the guys and making sure that we're getting the best 11 on the field at any given time. I like the way the senior group has kind of taken grasp of things right now. Our captains have really kind of taken a leadership role, naturally, and they're really working hard early on.
Negaunee will look to find similar success this season doing it their way.
We try to have fun defensively, get as many people on the ball as possible, and offensively we're gonna I don't mind 3 yards every play. We're gonna, I think, be a little more exciting at times this year with some of the things that we can do with some of the skilled people, but stick to what works best.
Miners football begins in the trenches, and that will be no different this season.
Right off the top of your head, you got to go up front with Evan Gothier and Mitch Pulser.
The Miners will return Ty Jacobson under center. The junior quarterback has taken a leap this offseason after gaining valuable experience as a sophomore.
He's growing. Even though he's a junior, he developed a lot last year. We didn't have to rely on him heavily last year early on just because we had a Nico Lukarainen and Easton Palomaki and Kyle Carr and Phil Nelson, some of these guys that he just needed to run the offense more than anything. So we didn't really have to rely on him a whole lot. Young.
Yeah, he brings great leadership, especially in the weight room. He gets us all hype and everything like that.
Negaunee will feature senior running back Kyle Lakar in their backfield. Lakar took advantage of his opportunities last season after an injury to all-conference tailback Easton Palomaki. By season's end, Lakar had developed into a bona fide playmaker for the Miners.
Honestly, when I'm on the field, it's a little tunnel vision. I just get the ball and do what I can do. So last year there was a lot of seniors who were big leaders. So now that we don't have that many starters from last year, a lot of us have to pick it up, and not more than just one, but a couple kids need to take leadership and pick up others.
And there's another name to look out for, according to Coach Jacobson.
I think James Thompson is one that's going to maybe turn some heads this year as well. We're putting him in a different role, but he's had a tremendous off season, and I think he's going to really provide a different gear, a different thing than Kyle Lakar.
The Miners will open up their season hosting Ishpeming on August 24th.
They're gonna be obviously be good. They've been there's a lot of they're gonna be real senior laden, I think, with talent, and they got a new coach in there with Coach Lyman, who obviously played for Coach Olson back in mid 2000 somewhere, 5 somewhere in there, and back when they were really good and we had some battles. So he knows what it's about. He knows what Ishpeming football is about, and he'll have him ready to play for sure.
When we return, we're going to stay in the Westpac and chat with the Gladstone Braves, who are looking to make another deep postseason run, plus a stop in Iron Mountain for a talk with the Mountaineers. Welcome back into the Sports Zone. The Gladstone Braves are coming off a strong season in 2022. The Gladstone running game has a big hole after the graduation of leading rusher Cole Pucci, but Austin Salas had plenty of touches last year, and he does return. And of course, Nate Young runs as much as he passes. With Young at quarterback and receivers Caden Gibbs, Elliot Vitito, and Eli Berthium back, along with 6'7" tight end Aaron Hughes, the passing game should be strong.
This week we did a few installs. We're trying to take it slow. We got a veteran team, but you can only go as fast as you want to be clean. So we're trying to keep everything clean. So our installs are precise, and we're getting really good at what we do.
Gladstone will host Marquette tomorrow night to kick off their season.
Our next stop takes us to Iron Mountain to get an update on Mountaineers training camp. Iron Mountain had a very successful campaign in 2022. They suffered only 2 losses in the season. They fell in their Week 1 opener against Negaunee and made it all the way to the state semifinals, where they suffered their second defeat, ending their season. The team didn't lose a whole lot from last season, though, and will be favored in a lot of their games this year.
Well, every year is a new year, but I mean, we're fortunate enough. We have a lot of experience coming back. You know, you got guys on offense like Luke Wolf, Matthew Kolovecki, Oscar Kangas, Al Capricorn, Connor Owens, Fulton Stroud. Those 6 guys in offense off the top of my head that all played last year on offense. You know, obviously all those guys played on defense as well. Got some experience coming back, there's no doubt. I guess we're hoping to use that experience to help us throughout the wars this year and hopefully have another good football season.
The Mountaineers open up their season on the road tonight against Negaunee. We'll have highlights tonight on Local 3 at 10. And the Menominee Maroons begin the high school football season this Friday against their rivals from Marinette. With a lot of youth on the team in 2022, they're returning plenty of players they hope will carry them with success into 2023. In 2023, the Menominee Maroons football team enters their second season under the leadership of head coach Chad Brandt, who previously had a long stint as coach for the Stevenson Eagles. With a playoff appearance and a playoff win in year 1 leading the program, Brandt says he took away plenty from his first season as head coach that he can apply going forward.
I think just learning the kids better and what to expect. We try to put high expectations on the players and the student athletes here in the classroom, on the field, and I think, I guess we raise the bar even more and we try to push them. And I guess what I found and carried over is that the more we've pushed them in the offseason, they've accepted and want more. We haven't had kids bowing out or saying, this ain't going the right way. So we're excited that it seems to buy in and keep pushing and moving forward.
With 3 state championships in the past 25 years, the team knows the expectations they have to strive for as members of the Maroon program.
I mean, coming in as a new coach, you want to win games, right? So we obviously we have his back and we want to win games too. So I think we're not the biggest team in the UP, but that's for sure. But I think we're fast. We're fast, that's for sure. Everyone's all in on the team, no matter if you're out on the weekend or whatever, just all into the team.
I think the Maroon program speaks for itself. The tradition here runs deep. We're going on Team 130 this year. So 1893 football started around here. I'm a lucky person to be part of it, but the people that have played here, cheered here, supported here, the expectations are high, and I think when I put those on the players, they feel that as well and like it that way.
While the team lost some key weapons from 2022, their overall youth last season means a lot of the team will return with more experience in the new year, helping them to hit the ground running in 2023.
I think we're very fast and we're very strong, so I think that's going to help us with a little bit of everything, offense and defense. Everyone's locked and ready to go, and I just think it's going to be a good year.
We are a very young team, so being a young team, I think we had 4 or 5 seniors. One got hurt early, so we're playing a few. And that means last year we brought back our entire offensive line, who were all freshmen, sophomores last year and a junior. We bring back an entire offensive line. We bring back a main running back. You bring back our quarterback. That sort of helps. So continuity of getting going. I can see that we're ahead of where we were last year.
While the postseason is always the ultimate goal, for the time being, it's about getting better each and every day.
We don't put it on record. We just put it on, are we getting better? Are we practicing? Are we pushing each other? You're getting better, you're getting worse, and I hope that we push each other and let it be team-driven not coaches driven. If our team is driving each other to get better, the goal of getting better each rep in practice, and each week we take the field to get better. That's pretty much our focus each day and each week.
When we come back, I made a stop in West Ishpeming and mic'd up Westwood first-year head coach Marcus Tucker. That and more coming up next.
Our next stop takes us to Harris to talk with the Bark River Harris Broncos. The Broncos will be trying to repeat last year's playoff season this year, but we'll have some new faces trying to take the reins. Gone are All-UP Dream Team running back Vincent Martin and All-UP First Team linebacker Corbin Lefebvre, but back are All-UP Dream Team lineman Lucas Sisko and special mention running back Ben Shaversky, as the Broncos look to make noise in the Westpac Conference. At a scrimmage last Friday against larger school Escanaba, the Broncos held their own, and the players say practices are going well.
Practices are going really good. We can see our team's got speed, we're strong, and we seem pretty smart. I think we're picking up right where we left off last year, and that's pretty good.
I thought they went really well. We hopped out right in the beginning, hit them hard, hit them low, and got the job done.
The senior class, most of them played as sophomores on varsity, and so we know we had a lot of experience there. They're tough kids. They don't say a lot, but they really bring it. And those are our leaders, but they're quiet leaders. And our junior class is boisterous and athletic, and they have hair like what are those poodles kind of sticking out the front of their head, and razzle dazzle type kids. I needed more than anything for those guys to come together and play as a team, and we accomplished that today. So I was super happy about the results of the scrimmage and this team going forward.
The Broncos head to Westwood to kick off their season this Friday night. Kickoff set for 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
The Westwood Patriots will welcome in a new era this season with the arrival of first-year head coach Marcus Tucker. Now, Tor, I was at Patriots practice on day 1 of their training camp, and Coach Tuck brought so much good energy to the field that I just had to mic him up.
I feel like we have the group that we need to be successful, and it's up to them. You know what I'm saying, as far as what they're going to do on that football field. I feel like I've set the bar, and it's up to them to set that standard that I need to be successful.
You're supposed to hit that thing running. Let's go. Let's go.
Talk it out. I like when y'all solve problems on your own. It's good. It's good for you. It's healthy for you. You're going to remember. Don't do what he did. Cody, you got a corner, okay? You got a corner. It's a out, okay? Let me see that wiggle. Let me see that wiggle. Bing. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Good. Good. We should be putting nothing on the ground. Nothing on the ground. You want the ball or not, G-Money? Go and get that thing. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good, fellas. I'm a huge on offense because I like scoring, man. I ain't going to put no fronts or buts about that. I like putting points on the board. So I take pride in the fact that I want my offense to be efficient. I want it to be effective. And that comes with communication, and that comes with guys knowing what to do. And throughout this process, we're going to continue to evaluate. We're going to continue to get better. And we're going to continue to push each other because we're better together. And that's the Patriot way. Appreciate you guys, man. Hey, the first rule of getting better is what? Thank you. That's why I'm so grateful that y'all are here, man. You showed up today, which means we got better as a unit already. This is just day one. So come ready to learn. Keep your thinking caps on. I was super impressed by a lot of you guys. And then other guys shocked me, you know what I'm saying, as far as what they came in and knew. I appreciate the willingness to get up there for my guys who wasn't here during the summer and things of that nature. The willingness to go out there and jump in there and get reps, even though you know you don't know what's going on, that takes a courage. You know, it shows me that you're not scared of adversity. It shows me that you would jump on in there, because I already done told y'all before, I'm not the person that's gonna dip my toe in the water when I get to the beach. I'm jumping in there if I'm jumping in there, okay? And that's how football is. You gonna get thrown in the fire. Adversity's gonna hit. Sometime during this season, somebody's gonna go down. Somebody's gonna get injured. There's gonna be a guy playing a position he's never played before or something. There's gonna be a guy who never thought he would get in, and all of a sudden he's in. And you're gonna have to know what to do. You're gonna have to be prepared for that fire. All right? Let's go. And day one, it's been a lovely one.
Coming up, we're going to hit the road to Kingsford to catch up with the Flivers.
Kingsford was set. Oh. Welcome back into the Sports Zone. We continue our football coverage with a stop in Kingsford to check in with the Flivers.
That's right. I caught up with the team during their training camp where they're focused on the little details to make sure they get their season off to a fast start. The Kingsford Flivers football team will look to replicate their approach in recent seasons, coming off of 3 consecutive appearances in the postseason. While the team is facing the departures of seniors that played a significant role in their offense last year, they'll look to the experience of returning players to help guide the team as they prepare for the upcoming season.
Defensively, I think we look really good. We got a lot of people back on that defense, which is helpful to us, obviously, having just that experience. But yeah, offensive line, we got some guys back. that's helpful. We didn't have last year. We didn't start, we turned a single starter. So this year we got some guys back up there, which is going to make a difference. Obviously, we lost a couple really good ones last year with Nick and Cole. To replace those guys is almost impossible. But I think we got a lot of guys who got a lot of playing time last year. That'll be helpful for us this year.
In their time in training camp so far this year, one area the team is looking to grow is bringing a new sense of intensity to practice to get ramped up and ready when the regular season arrives later this month.
We're really focusing on our guys making plays, and that's a big deal, right? We've done the fundamental part, we've done the lifting, we've done all that, and let's go and make some plays.
I think bringing the intensity. I think last year we could have improved on going hard every rep in practice, and that's something we definitely changed this year. So I'm looking forward to how it's going to look in the season.
Just like improving all the small details to like give 100% every play.
One player that will play an important role in the team's conference change is junior quarterback Nick Navarra. Now in his second year as the signal caller, Navarra says the experience he gained in year one has him excited to see what the team can do against their new opponents in 2023.
Attention to detail for sure, kind of just staying fundamentally sound and being very physical. I hope we can win every game. Obviously, we're in a new league, so we'll be facing some different opponents. Obviously, we'll play Negaunee, Gladstone, some tougher teams. Negaunee obviously just went to the state championship last year, so they'll be tough. Gladstone, we dropped to them last year, so hopefully we can bounce back and beat them this year.
While the squad is ready for the new challenge, for the time being, they're focused on getting better each day in preparation for their first game against Green Bay East. Next, we're going way up north to the Copper Country, where the Calumet Copper Kings are hard at work under the guidance of second-year head coach Josh Franti.
Speaking with Coach Franti, he says his group is completely bought in this season, and he expects a big year in 2023.
Just a few games into their 2022 season, the Calumet football team found themselves backed into a corner. The Copper Kings fell to both Negaunee and Gladstone to begin their season, but their confidence never wavered.
Starting off 0-2 against those two teams was a rough start, but when we look back at it, obviously great teams. Would have loved to have another chance to play them, but overall I thought our kids did a great job battling back through that adversity, and it's just kind of what our kids do. They like to battle, and when they get put in tough spots, they keep fighting.
As their season progressed, Calumet found their groove.
Last year was fun. Ended up 6-3 in the playoffs with a tough playoff game against Menominee. It was a fun back and forth game, great way to end the season.
Entering the 2023 season, the Copper Kings are bought in and ready to make another push to the playoffs under second-year head coach Josh Franti.
Just got to be fast and physical with the new Westpac and adding some good teams in Kingsford, Menominee, Gladstone. We get to play Escanaba week 1. We got to be ready physically. We've always loved the physical kind of game, but in the back of their minds, I've been hammering that it's got to be speed and physical. Because once playoff football comes, it's physical. Smash Mouth football and playing the schedule that we're playing now, I want to say it's probably our toughest schedule we've ever had. So we're excited for the challenge and looking forward to every week.
In order to reach their goals this season, the Copper Kings will be relying on a lot of new faces.
We lost some good players in Levi Kilpla and Braden Nelson, Amar Patterson. All those guys, that senior class last year really helped us get through. And now it's time for the juniors last year, seniors this year to kind of fill some of those leadership roles. It's been fun. There's some good juniors that are stepping up that were kind of surprises. So just kind of filling in those pieces.
Helping lead the Copper Kings this year will be all-conference linebacker Alan Bjorn.
Yeah, I just try and keep everyone with the max intensity that they have and keep everyone chugging and just never stop, never give up. No matter what the scenario is in a game or even practice, you just keep going.
On offense, the biggest question mark for the Copper Kings comes under center.
Yeah, Garrett Peterson stepping in at quarterback for us this year. He does a great job. He's a great read quarterback. One of those quiet leaders that just works hard.
Peterson will have a hungry supporting cast who is eager to prove they belong.
Cam Anderson's done a great job running the ball for us. He's going to be our tailback. Gavin Searles is another young kid, junior, that's going to be out on the edge. Alex Tarnowski's a great, tough, hard-nosed kid that plays wide receiver and D-back for us. Does a great job on that perimeter.
While success is never a guarantee, Coach Franti says you can expect the Copper Kings to give everything they have on the field, starting week 1 on the road against Escanaba on August 25th.
When we come back, We'll talk with Marquette and Escanaba, both teams making a conference switch this season to the Big North.
The Marquette football team had an up and down season in 2022, but they did gain valuable experience throughout their journey.
They welcome back experience at key positions in 2023 as they look to make noise in a new conference.
The Marquette football team had their share of growing pains last season.
We struggled. We were young last season, had a number of young players. Our offensive line was very young. We had a lot of kids with limited experience playing there, and found out real quick, without an offensive line and defensive line, you struggle.
Entering 2023, Marquette's weakness now becomes a strength.
The biggest depth that we have is on our offensive line. That's gotten significantly better. I'm excited to see what they're going to do, and again, make them a focus the way it should be.
I think our team's strength is going to be our offense. Our offense really picked it up since last year, and you know we also got a bigger and better O-line this year, and I would say that we have a lot more, athletes, and our team is well bonded.
With 46 total kids coming out for this year's team, Mason is confident he has the personnel to fill in those roles.
Our skill kids, we always have above average skill kids, and we do again this year. But we have two quarterbacks that are they're young, but they're both very talented.
Tucker Welsh is a good leader. Wyatt Lakeinen, those two are like the skill position leaders, and they have the hustle that a leader requires.
Marquette will join Escanaba in a move from the Great Northern Conference to the Big North Conference this season.
I mean, we're keeping Gladstone, Kingsford, Escanaba on the schedule. So, and the Sioux's with on the schedule too. We haven't played them in a couple of years, but they're back. So I don't expect a whole lot. People think that there's going to be a lot more travel involved, and really there's not. The last few years, we've been consistently going downstate at least twice during the regular season to play, and it's no different this year. Really, the only team we lost, from our regular schedule is Menominee.
Marquette will kick off their season on August 25th at Gladstone.
Honestly, I really want the 9-0 record, and to just have just a fun year again like last year, and just win this time.
Another team moving from the GNC to the Big North Conference is the Escanaba Eskimos.
Head coach Bailey Lamb is entering his second year at the helm and says his team is ready to get back to meeting the standard of Eskimo football.
Entering his second year as Escanaba football head coach, Bailey Lamb is looking for major strides from his team after finishing 2-7 in 2022.
We kind of, believe in our process, and the stuff that we kind of, implemented last year, now we're kind of in full swing. The kids are in a lot better of a routine, and they're a lot more comfortable with our expectations and the points we want to drive home, and you're starting to see it show up after a second year of it. So
a big message Coach Lamb has been preaching in practice has been a focus on improvement.
Just always improving every single day. If you improve every single day, that's going to translate good things on the field. Even outside of football, good things happen when you're trying to work on yourself. So just kind of maintaining that message and self-improvement.
They just sharpen up. We got to sharpen up a lot. Just get the little things down, refine a lot. We want every little detail to be perfect.
In order for the Eskimos to have a bounce-back year, they will have to replace a lot of production from last season. Despite the departures, Lamb says he's confident with who he has returning to step into the leadership roles.
I think we have an incredible senior group that they're all really close, and they're a lot of fun, and they all work their tails off. So, I think leadership is our biggest thing.
One senior who's primed for a big year is senior running back Ben Johnson. Johnson is a Michigan Tech commit and is ready to end his high school career on a high note.
Yeah, definitely trying to step into that leadership role. I've had many kids from the past 2 years take me under my belt when I was young, so it's my turn now to do that. I think we're going to be able to run the ball quite a bit better this year. I'm excited for that. And I think our defense is going to be a lot quicker to the ball.
Johnson and the rest of the Eskimos will open up their season at home against Calumet on August 25th.
Stick tight for one more break. When we come back, we're revealing our first game of the week for the 2023 season. We've reached the end of our preview show. It absolutely flew by, and throughout the season, we're going to end each show with our Game of the Week reveal. Now, with games happening tonight and tomorrow night, we choose the best game, in our humble opinion, happening under the Friday night lights.
That's right. Our first game of the week of the 2023 season takes us across the state border into northern Wisconsin, where two big-time rivals are going head-to-head, looking to set the tone for both their seasons.
Tune in to Local 3 Sports tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern at 9 p.m. Central for our 5th Down. We're going to bring you highlights from our game of the week, kicking it off with the M&M game or the Battle of the Bridge, whichever you prefer.
And we'll have you covered with all the other action happening across the UP. There are games currently going on as we speak. We'll have highlights tonight on Local 3 at 10 Eastern.
That's all for now. We're going to see you or hope to see you again next Thursday. Have a good night.